Good morning, and thank you if you're watching this. My name is Kevin, and I am simply just a man who's here, talk about his flaws, talk about his experiences, talk about what I've went through, in hopes that I can shed light on some of the things that I've discovered, and help others through some scenarios that they may be going through that are similar to mine. And I was gonna record an intro video separate from other videos, but I figured I'll just kind of mash up my first video with the intro video because it won't take that long for me to introduce myself. Like I said, I'm Kevin. Here I am. But a little bit of background on myself is I am 23 years old. I turned 24 in July. Um, when I turned 18, right out of high school, I went shipped off straight to the Marine Corps boot camp. Did a couple years there. Got out under some circumstances that will probably be covered in a later video. It's quite a long story. But that when I got out, that whole scenario was the beginning of my spiritual journey. And since then, I've just transformed completely, and my life has been flipped completely 180 degrees. And I had no idea that this was even possible, and that this was gonna happen. I had no idea that this was coming, and I'm so truly grateful for it, guys. It is such a beautiful thing that's happened through all the badness and all the darkness. It's like, as far as I went down dark, I now have shot up into the light, or I'm shooting up into the light, and I'm making my way back steadily. But yeah, right now I'm a server. I serve at a restaurant, and that is a job that I got in July, and since I've been working there, I'm loving it so much, guys. And if you know me, I've had so many jobs, and I've never really been happy at a job doing something. And this one I'm truly happy at. And it doesn't sound like much, but for me, being able to be around people, I love to help people, and I love to give people a good time and all that. And I get to do exactly that at my job. People go out to eat dinner, and they go out to enjoy their meal, enjoy themselves, have a nice time. And who am I to not give them the best service and give them the ability to have that best time? So that's why I really enjoy it. I get to be myself. I get to talk to people. I get to meet people. I get to be social, and I get to help people have a little better of a night. So that's what I'm doing for my job. I like to make music. None of it's released yet. That's down the line. And I've always wanted to make YouTube videos. Ever since I was young. I want to say like third or fourth grade, my grandma got a flip video camera. If anyone knows what that is, it's a little camera with a USB stick on the side. You stick into a computer, and you can record videos and download them and all that. And I used to just make some wonky videos. I used to just love coming up with these crazy ideas and making these funny, goofy videos. And I don't know where I stopped wanting to do that. I don't think I ever stopped wanting to do that. I think I just got so caught up in in the world and problems that shouldn't have been problems for me. But yeah, here I am now. I've recorded this video before actually, and deleted it and recorded it and deleted it. And I think with this one I'm just gonna record it and send it and stop being scared, because with the transformations I've been through, fear is something I'm trying to leave behind. So because it's held me back from a lot of things. So I just, yeah. And the reason that I'm doing this as well is because I feel like I've been blessed with a voice, and I feel like I've been blessed with a passion to help others, and a passion to reach others. And I'm very empathetic, and I really really want to use what I've been through to help others, because I know what worked for me and what helped me and what I went through. And where I'm at now is truly amazing, and it's still a battle, it's still a fight. So it's not like I'm on the top and I'm perfect and everything is going so amazing and everything is absolutely perfect. I don't have any more work to do. No, I'm just at a point where I'm like, okay, now I can breathe a little bit. I still got so much more to do, but we're in a good spot. Um, yeah. So I think I'm looking down at my notes, guys, because I'm new to this and I'm not perfect. So yeah, that's gonna be all for the intro. And we're going to just jump right into our first theme and our first topic, because this is something. And also, guys, most of my videos are going to be probably me talking about stuff and going back and saying, I went through this, I went through this, I went through this, because I like to relate it to me personally. because that's what's going to help me explain these situations better and hopefully help me connect to someone else. Um, so let's get right in it without further ado. This first theme is called uncomfortably comfortable or comfortably uncomfortable. Does that make sense? No, not really. So uncomfortably comfortable or comfortably uncomfortable. I'll explain it to you. Uncomfortably comfortable. Like I said, I'll relate it to myself. Uncomfortably comfortable for me was these things that I would use for comfort, right? Comfort. So whether it be substance, whether it be food, whether it be hanging out with my friends, even though I don't want to, just because I want to feel like I'm part of something, you know, all these things are supposed to be comforting. How much comfort can you take before it gets uncomfortable? Because it might be comfortable for the body or it might be comfortable for the brain a little bit, getting those happy chemicals and getting that feeling, getting that nice, whatever. That food is so good that, it feels so good to smoke or so good to drink. Um, it's comfort things, right? But, at what point does it become uncomfortable? Because the body might be comfortable, but the soul is uncomfortable. And that's exactly how I felt. It's like the more that I did these things, one time, once it's cool, twice it's something, and then the more I began to get into habits of those things become less of a comfort and more of a habit, it becomes very uncomfortable because the soul is like, "Hey man, I want more." We're longing for more real substances, not you know, this false comfort in these things. And I'm uncomfortable now. You might be comfortable in your body, but I'm uncomfortable. And I'm the one who's running the show. My soul, the spirit, that's the one who's, is in charge. And I was like, dude, I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with all this anymore. It was fun at first, but now I want more. I'm longing for more. And I felt that in my heart and my soul. Um, when I couldn't get myself out of those situations, I couldn't get myself to stop using these comfort crutches. It became very uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. And some of you might understand what I'm feeling, and you might be like, why do I feel these ways? Well, if you're using these comfort things, it's a crutch. It might become uncomfortable. Or if you're just using them so much, you lose the pizzazz that it had at first. You lose that comfort. And it's very uncomfortable. And you're now uncomfortably comfortable. You're uncomfortable in the things you once found comfort in. And then it makes you feel even worse because you're like, this is what's supposed to make me feel good. I'm supposed to feel good and comfortable doing these things. And now I can't even enjoy that. So what do I do? I'll tell you what you do. You get comfortable with being uncomfortable. What does that mean? You get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You do the uncomfortable. You do the uncomfortable for your body, and your soul finds comfort in it. Working out, very uncomfortable. It's very painful. It's very not fun. You breathe hard, you sweat. Your muscles are in pain. You wake up sore. It's pretty uncomfortable. But you like it, right? You like it. You're like, oh my God, it hurts so bad. But it feels so good. You know why? Because your soul is like, yes, thank you. Thank you for doing something good for me. Thank you for your soul knows when you're doing something good and when you're doing something bad. Your heart knows when you're doing something good and doing something bad. So when you're doing these uncomfortable things, you find comfort in them, knowing you're getting better. And you're helping yourself. You're helping your mind. You're helping your body. You're helping your soul. What else? Cold showers. Very, very uncomfortable. Very. You should see me when I take a cold shower. It's a battle. It's a battle. You should hear me take a cold shower. It's a battle. It's a battle. I'm in there like, yelling at the water. You can't beat me. You can't beat me because you can't. It's just water. But it's uncomfortable. But in my mind, I'm finding comfort, knowing my metabolism's kicking up, my dopamine, I'm getting a release of dopamine that's going to help me, throughout my day. And it's a good, healthy dopamine. It's not a quick dopamine that's going to spike and crash. It's going to last a while. And it's comforting. It's comforting knowing I'm benefiting so much from this thing that it's just a little bit of uncomfortability, a little bit of it. It's going to help me so much. So much. I'm looking at my notes because where am I going with this? Sorry, cold showers was that. Um, yeah, I guess. Oh, another one is fasting. Is fasting. It's very uncomfortable, or it can be at first. You can be hungry, you can be craving, you can get tempted to eat. You want to drink coffee with cream and sugar, not just black. But then you find comfort knowing I haven't eaten in 14, 15 hours. My body's began to heal itself and move from digestion to healing, and my mind feels good. I have energy and my body is healthy. All these things, right? It's all the same theme as you're finding comfort in the uncomfortable because you know in your heart and your soul that it is benefiting you on such a good level. Um, so yeah, yeah. And I'm telling you guys from personal experience, my soul and my spirit and my heart was crushed by my own doing from doing these things every single day. Like, oh, we need to go get this junk food, or we need to go get a bunch of weed. And then it becomes subconscious. You're doing these things. At least for me, it was subconscious. I would do these things, and when it's subconscious, it becomes even worse because your soul's gonna beat you up. I promise you. Um, and all these things, all these uncomfortable things, have such great benefits as well. And I'm not gonna break down every single benefit and sit there. I just wanted to open the doors on the things that I began to do that helped me. And that is fasting, eating a better diet, obviously, exercise, cold shower, all those things are pretty uncomfortable, but you find comfort and you can take pride in yourself. You can be proud of yourself, guys. And there's a difference between being proud of yourself and being, an egomaniac, obviously. But I'm proud of the things that I've done because I know who I was before. I know who I was before, guys. And it's even hard for me to say I'm proud of myself because I don't want to sound a certain way, but I've seen both sides, and I don't want to go back to being uncomfortably comfortable. That was horrible. But I mean, the thing about this as well is that if you're feeling like you are in that stage where you're uncomfortably comfortable, don't feel like you need to just jump into everything and cut everything off and go super hard into everything. Take your time and take it slow, and have faith in your mind, knowing that if you have damaged yourself or harmed yourself mentally or physically or spiritually, that there is healing constantly. There's always healing. There's always healing, and have faith in that you can get better from this and you can heal. It just starts with seeing what you're doing wrong and making those steps and making those changes to be better. And one day you'll look back on it and go, wow, I never thought I would be able to do these things. I never thought I would get out of that way. I would never thought I would do that. But it all starts with a want to change. And it all starts with having to look at your problems. Yeah, I just got an idea for another video. But I think I'm gonna wrap this video up with that, guys. Um One last thing is I'm a bit scatterbrained. I'm a bit all over the place sometimes. So when I don't write these things down, it can kind of there might not be a lot of structure, but also sometimes some of the most beautiful moments that I've had in realizations is when I just talk and open up my heart. So again, I thank you guys so much for being here and for listening. I hope that you got something from this video. If not, share it. Maybe someone else can get something from this video. Um, And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys again very much and have a great day, okay?